guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm doing a short video talking about solar and starting small. So as most of you all know, 2023 was the year for building for us. We constructed our home and we needed lights. We wanted solar. We started the process by buying 3 solar panels, but we did not have money to buy batteries and those things to start up our full solar off the grid setup. So what we did is we purchased cheap, inexpensive solar devices that will work proper and good with our house. The first thing I purchased was a solar power fan in Valencia Hardware. At the point in time, it could have been around June this year. They had a sale for $420 TT dollars. In America and other places, these fans vary from 100 US and up. So this is what the first one looks like. Currently on right now. There's a light showing charging and a power light. There is a power button to turn on and off, a timer that you could set the hours, as you can see, to turn it on and off up to 9 hours. The speed variable is 1 to 9. We just have the panel rest on the roof, so we purchased 2 of that, one for the girls, one for us. So this fan, when we purchased it, we were able to get about 8 hours out of it on speed 3. We were able to get around 8 hours, so it was good to keep you cool, not cold. But as time progressed, while we were living here, the weather changed. It came closer to Christmas, so it was cooler. So that is what we got first. The second thing we purchased was lights. This safety solar wall lamp here. This is a light that comes with a solar panel. The cord is about 12 feet long, or 10 to 12 feet long, and the light here with about 5 different modes, and it also comes with a remote control. Most solar lights only come on in the night. This one comes on in the day as well with this little remote here. So this is what it looks like. I have the bright mode and the SOS, which is dimmer. This light cost around 85 TT dollars. We purchased 4 of them immediately to have one in bedroom number 1, 2 for bedroom number 2, the kitchen area, and by the bathroom. Later I went and purchased 2 more to have 6 in total. So the goal was for us to be able to move in and have the basic necessities when it came to lighting, which was lighting and a fan, because we were on a tight budget and we had to make things work. And some people like, is there people still living without electricity in 2023? Yes. We are in the country. Our neighbor is using solar panel. Our next neighbor is using solar as well. Closest lamppost to us is probably like a 2 minutes drive away. So they need to install about, let's say, about 7 to 8 lampposts before they reach by us, for us to get a connection in Trinidad and Tobago, where we are located. And in our country, you have to pay for every lamppost before it reach by you. I also installed this one here, what I had a while back. This one comes on with a sensor, so when you come in front of the house, this light automatically comes on. There's also one of the lights I purchased called a UFO solar light. This one comes with a small panel and there's a cord running outside. So this here, you could come and press a knob on top and get light. We also started with 3 of those as well. So 4 of those on the wall, 3 of the UFOs, and the 2 solar fan. Also, we purchased this analog Bluetooth radio. This radio can go about 20 hours. There's an emergency frequency on it. There's a solar panel on top of it as well, and it could hold regular batteries. So these are the devices that we started off with to live in the country, to feel comfortable, even though we don't have the normal amenities. Those are the things that we invested in on a budget. So the radio was a little bit costly at first. This was $250. And later on, as the months go by, we saved, we worked on things that we had to do. I even got one of these rechargeable bulbs for approximately $30, $38 for this next one as well, just to make sure that we always have light around the house, because we plan on wiring the house with solar fully. Within the last 2 to 3 months, we would have purchased a power station. There's a review of this on YouTube. This holds 470 watt hours. With this, we can power a blender, a TV, cake mixer, a fan, anything that needs electricity. Once the starting watts does not cross 500 wattage, we can use in the house. Y'all watch the review, you'll see we even wash clothes with it on a washing machine already. So just check out that review to get more insight. Later on, we then purchase a MiFi, because with a MiFi device, I don't need to have a data plan on my phone. Nesh have a data plan on her phone. We just took a MiFi because most of the times we are together, or Nish will keep it at home when she's at home. So she can use this to connect the phones, the girl's tablet, the television to it to have Wi-Fi. So this was our hack compared to getting an internet that needs to remain plugged into the wall when we do not have our fully off-grid setup where we can harness the sun, store it in a battery and use it in the night. We don't have that setup as yet. So this is how we were able to hack it and make living off-grid comfortable as much as we can. So this is our internet connection. When it came to our fridge, we used a cooler, and we still use a cooler. Basically use two coolers. We have a big and a small that we use to store ice and keep our things cool. Cooler now, our ice can last 3 to 4 days. So what we do is we mostly use ice on the weekend. When we empty the cooler on the Tuesday, we give it a clean out, scrub it, because the cooler, it keeps moisture at the bottom of it. So it's something that you regularly have to clean and prep for the next time you're going to use it. And next product we also got was a second solar radio. This one we could plug in to a USB. It could be used as a power bank, and this radio also came with two light bulbs as well. This is the box it came with. So as I said, I've been keeping this box for a while just to make this video as well. So two bulbs. The bulbs are very bright, believe it or not. This can light a 10 by 12 room or bigger. This was the box for the UFO light, as you can see here. Solar lights actually work very good. They can remain lit. These here can remain lit the entire night. As the morning come, you will see it start to dim a little bit. The big ones what we use on the wall, at times we have it on for 2-3 hours at a time. We never really use it for more than 3 to 4 hours, because in country you're going to bed early, so we just take our time. With that, we don't need light to stay on until 12 midnight or anything like that. This is the solar panel for one of the fans. This is for the third fan, because we got a fan for our living room later on. So it has been a progress. I showed you what we started with, and this is what we currently have right now. This is the solar fan here. It's on green, saying it's charging. Normally we just block off these little lights with electrical tape, because to us the LED is a little bit annoying in the night when you want to sleep. So this one does not have a digital display, also 9-speed, and the same light bulbs I showed you could plug in here as well. This fan came with a 6-volt battery. Also lasted around 8 hours when we tested it out. So those are the solar devices that we started off with off-grid. We were unable to get marine battery, deep cycle batteries, because when we did our investigation on solar, we learned many things. One of them is that if you use a deep cycle battery, a lead acid battery, you cannot use more than 50% of the quality. So with that, I paused and I did not get our first battery. I got the power station, because the power station displays how much current you actually use. So that was my awakening moment, where I was like, I have to get a battery tester, something to show me how much we are using. In the process of living off grid, one of our fans mashed up after about 2.5 3 months. Reason being, we were using the battery till it was empty, and by doing that the battery was not holding charge for more than 2-3 hours versus the 8 hours. So I had to replace that battery with a next one. So let me show you that fan and show you how we use that one now. So we have this battery is approximately what, 7 amp battery. The original battery that came with this was 5 amp hour, so it's a 7 amp hour battery, so it will last longer. And this is our battery tester to show us the percentage, how much it is on, to make sure we don't go below the 50%. So this is what we have been using here. Show us the voltage as well, 13.4 volts. And currently we have a MPPT charge controller and a power inverter that we use with one solar panel on a very small battery. The original battery for this fan, what went through, is what we use to power the house in the day. This is what it looks like, the MPP charge controller. This is the inverter here that we get the current from, and this is the original battery for the fan that went bad. This is what we use in the day to power the house, to charge phones, to charge tablets, and those type of things, even to charge our MiFi device. So the old battery, we recycle it and we use that in the day with a 150-watt solar panel to charge devices. So that is how we have been making solar work for us. As I said, we didn't start off with a big budget. The most expensive thing was basically the fans for $420. And then after that, everything, the radio was the second most expensive thing at $250 a piece, and the last radio was Valencia Hardware for $175 a piece. So these little gadgets, y'all are sweating making this video. These little gadgets is what make living off-grid easier. Now we have 4 solar panels, and the plan is to mount it on the roof, get a deep cycle battery, so we can have 600 watts of current coming in. And let me show you all something. This is a Lasco fan on the 3rd speed using 72 watts, and I now placed it on the lowest speed using 56 watts. Imagine that a Lasco fan can use anywhere between 55 watts to 70 watts to run per hour. This is our solar power fan on speed 9. It uses approximately 35 to 37 watts. Normally it uses 35 watts, now it's showing up as 37. Versus on a medium speed that we use it at speed 3, it only uses around 15 to 17 watts. You all see any difference? That is how solar works, and you have to understand how the appliances in your house work as well. There's something called a starting wattage, which means how much it requires to start versus how much it requires to run. Simple example, our deep freeze requires 700 watts to start, and it runs using 100 watts per hour. Our fridge, we're not too sure about the starting wattage because I don't have a device to measure this as yet, but it requires 135 to 145 watts to run. The starting wattage of this could be anywhere between 13 to 1800 watts just to start. Say start, and I literally mean just for 1 or 2 seconds. So you need to have a solar setup, a battery that can take that startup energy, and then it's okay to run. You won't have a problem running. The hardest thing to do is get something to power that. For example, a car battery will be too small to get the starting wattage, but it will be okay to get the 100 watts to run. I hope you understand solar a little better now, and why it's a little costly and expensive to run, because you actually need that battery to get that starting watts. So you have 100 amp hour deep cycle batteries that you can only use 50% of the capacity. You have gel batteries that some say can use as much as 80% of the battery and leave back 20%. You have lithium ion batteries that you can use full 100% of the battery. But as the range go, lead acid is the cheapest and lithium ion is the most expensive battery. So our MiFi uses around 4 watts to charge. So we can run that on our power station right through, but it takes about an hour to 2 to charge, and our MiFi lasts between 6 to 9 hours. Our fan can charge, plug in, it takes 4 hours to charge, and we can get 4 hours to 8 hours out of it before we have to plug it back in. That's the dog. You seen? Yes, you seen the doggy? So that's how solar works. We are unable to use our washing machine and our dryer, even though our dryer works with propane gas, because it requires a higher wattage. We have to run our washing machine and dryer off of a generator. Not until we have a big battery bank we'll be able to use our solar panel and our dryer. So it's not hard for you to start investing in solar if you have a place in your house, a room, the side of your house that you want to wire. It might be more affordable for you to buy a solar light and place it around your house than paying an electrician, buying wire, buying fixtures to wire your house. Solar is actually a better alternative. So I really hope you enjoy this video, because Jaylee's enjoying being outside. Any questions you have? You have your teddy bear? Say hi, Teddy.
Hi, Teddy bear.
So I hope you guys enjoy this video and you all understand solar. And I hope that in 2024, you too can enjoy the benefits of solar, because we don't really require the connection from TNTech. The time we miss it the most is when we want to wash or we want to watch TV. But as I said, when we get our solar battery, we won't have a problem with that. We'll be able to run the TV. 250 amp hour battery can give you 3000 watts, and our TV use 100 watts. The smaller the TV is the less wattage you get. So if our TV is using 100 watts, that means we can run our TV for at least 25 hours. We won't get the full 30 hours of it, but you can get 25 hours, and everybody knows the day have 25 hours in it. So the next day the sun will come out and charge it back up. So our panels, our 4 panels add up to 600 wattage. If we are using 100 for the TV, then 500 will be going in to charge the batteries. So guys, bye bye. I'll see you in the next one. Say bye bye.
Bye.